In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add error bars using the built-in options available in Google Sheets on your desktop. Understanding how to use error bars is critical if you want to visually represent the variability or error in your data, and I'm here to guide you through this process in a simple and straightforward way. To begin with, let's create your chart. First, you'll need to select the data you want to include in your chart. Once you've highlighted your desired data, head to the top menu and click on the Insert tab. From the drop-down list, select Chart. It's important to use a chart type that supports error bars. Some common types you might consider are line, bar, or scatter charts, each of which can effectively display error bars. Once your chart is in place, the next step is to open the chart editor. This is where you'll have the ability to customize your chart, including adding those all-important error bars. To do this, click once on your chart to activate it. You should see a menu with 3 vertical dots. Clicking this menu will reveal additional options, one of which is Edit Chart. Go ahead and click that to open the chart editor. On the right side of your screen, you should now see a tab for Customize. Click on it and then find the Series section. This is the part where most of your error bar adjustments will occur. Scrolling down within the Series section, you'll come across a checkbox labeled Error Bars. Make sure to check this box to enable error bars on your chart. Now that your error bars are enabled, you have a decision to make. You need to choose which type of error bar best suits your data. Google Sheets offers a few built-in options: constant, percent, and standard deviation. If you select constant, you'll apply a fixed value error bar to all your data points. This is useful if you know the exact margin of error for every data point. The percent option, instead, calculates error based on a specified percentage of each data point's value, which can be particularly handy when your variability scales with the size of your data. Lastly, there's the standard deviation option, which uses the standard deviation calculated from your data to define the error bars. Once you've selected the type of error bar you wish to apply, you will need to enter a value. This could be a specific number if you're using constant, or a percentage if you've chosen the percent method. This value determines the magnitude of the error bars displayed on your chart and is an important step in effectively communicating your data's variability. And there you have it. Although Google Sheets might not support fully customized per-point error bars directly, these built-in options offer a quick and reliable way to enhance your data visualization. By following these steps, you should be able to represent data uncertainty or variability within your chart effectively. Thanks for watching, and happy charting!